last 2 weeks we did 90K.
Look at that.
Summer vacation, I had to make enough money to then buy your mentorship. I'm so confident to say now that if you give me any product, I can scale it. But AI can give good sauce, but if you don't go deeper on it, you'll just be stuck with the information everybody else has. And that's manual research is 100% the thing. When I was doing the advertorial, I was my avatar basically.
I've been looking forward to this, man. I really have been. I mean, 17 years old, posting some insane results, but I just love to know over the last couple weeks, how has the store been doing so far?
I can actually show you the last 2 weeks we did 90K.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes,
and it's on an uptrend, already doing 4 or 5 grand a day every single day. That's awesome. Just to get into it, because I mean, obviously you weren't just hitting 4 or 5 grand a day right out of the bat. I mean, you've been in my program for quite a while now. Like, what was the journey for you? Like, before joining, like, had you been dropshipping in the past and then joined and learned some sauce, or was this like your first ever store? Like, give me kind of the rundown for you.
Yeah, like I've been in the course for maybe a year now, actually. Because I remember last year in, I think February is when I actually started on my e-com journey. Like, I was a part of a course called Digital Launchpad, if you know that, Iman Gatsi. And it wasn't that great, to be honest, so I burnt a lot of money there. After seeing Ethan on YouTube, this was in April, around there, I decided that summer vacation, I had to make enough money to then buy your mentorship. And I did that. Because when I have goals, I complete those goals. So that summer vacation, I got enough for a program, joined the program, and then I tested a couple products, always got sales, but it wasn't able to scale, and had to pause a little bit because of cash flow, but I eventually got a job. And I think in May this year, because in around February, I was doing around 4K a month. This was with another brand, and I was losing money. I didn't know what to do, but so I then went on YouTube. I was desperate, not desperate, but I was committed to finding a job in the e-com space. So I went around different YouTubes, went to join different Discords, and eventually got a job from one of my business partner now, actually. So I joined his brand, working as an editor in the beginning, back in May, April, June, and then I also did creative strategy, which I did for 3 months. So that's where I learned a lot, had access to much knowledge as well as bold ecom. So I was like this whole pile of knowledge I just consumed, and that's where everything just clicked, bro. Because I'm so confident to say now that if you give me any product, I can scale it. Like from all the knowledge I've gained, and I never had a day where it didn't work. So like, I think crazy journey.
Definitely, out of all the students I've had, you're the one who's just the reps you've put in with making images and videos, everything. Just even sheer amount of products. I think you tested quite a few before the first real winter. I was always amazed by that you just learned and you had such a feedback loop to get better and better and better. So I'm curious, like, during those 3 months when you were doing the creative director role, like what did you learn? Like, what do you think you were doing differently, like, now compared to before you were doing that role?
Yeah. The switch was 100% intent and psychology, I'd say, because at the end of the day, it's always psychology. And like those 3 months, I maybe tested, I don't know, 5 products because I did them with intent. And like last month, I think I only tested 1 because I sat down for like 15 days, did a bunch of research, did everything I had to do. And I kind of just knew that this product will work, the one I'm running right now. Because when you can I use it spam test products, and I see why some people do it. But in my opinion, you then kind of rely on luck in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's my thought, and that's why this product is doing well or not.
So when you first tested this product, did it hit just immediately with these like high intent ads? Did you have to like work on it? What was kind of the process to, scale to 90 grand?
I actually launched this brand this month.
Mm-hmm.
So I built out the whole editorial and a website basically. And the only images I ran is a picture of the problem. The only thing was that the ad grabs the attention, and then they go to the editorial, read through everything, and then they're completely sold. That was the start. It did well for 2 weeks, and then I implemented some mini VSLs. Mm-hmm. You kind of say like 3-minute ads of storytelling, and those did super well. I think there was some consistent 5 ROAS and a good amount of spend. So doubling down on that, and these last 15 days is where I've just been scaling up. Actually, I had to stop scaling because of cash flow, but it's gonna be a huge month next month.
Yeah, I mean, because this is your first real month scaling to like really crazy numbers like that. I mean, 90 grand in 2 weeks is crazy. So you got to have payment processors, everything kind of in check. I mean, holds usually happen when you scale that aggressively that fast. So makes sense.
PayPal is holding some big racks right now.
They're always trying to make your life harder. Always trying to make your life a little bit harder. But no, that is amazing. So essentially, instead of doing the regular kind of funnel product page, regular ads, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. So you're doing mini VSLs, like you said, to advertorials. How did you even figure out how to do research to do VSLs? Like, is there a brand you say, like, how did you go about that whole process? And also same thing for the advertorial, because I don't think that was initially something you were super familiar with and doing a lot of.
Yeah, that's actually a course I had access to through my business partner about advertorials. And I kind of had some research knowledge from Bold Ecom and some research knowledge from that course as well. And the thing is, don't rely on AI. I'm just saying it. Like, I don't like people like that solely rely on AI. But AI can give good sauce. But if you don't go deeper on it, you'll just be stuck with the information everybody else has. And that's manual research is 100% the thing. Because when I was doing the advertorial, I was my avatar basically. I didn't write anything that I didn't see in the manual research. The same with the VSL. It was just the customer language. It was their desires, their behaviors, their experiences.
Yeah, you can't underestimate actually doing the own manual research, because like you said, AI can kind of summarize things. Sometimes it can get it wrong if we're really being honest, and it'll say one thing matters way more, but when you actually do your own due diligence and read those Amazon reviews or Reddit forums, it's like, no, I'm saying something completely different. There's certain lingo you pick up. So you can never just fully outsource to AI. I completely agree with that. So for you, what's kind of your process then to like write copy that is a bit more like how do you become your avatar? What's that process like instead of just using AI to do all the work?
Yeah, I have a document that I have where I list like their desires, their customer language, and their day-to-day struggles, etc., etc. When I go read the research and I find, okay, this is mentioning more of a desire, I put it under desire. This is mentioning more of a daily struggle, I'm going to put it in daily struggle. This language they're using, put it in customer language. So after maybe 3 hours of manual research, you have like real customer quotes that you've gathered yourself.
Awesome. And then, so once you do that with, let's just get into the advertorial on the website side of things. So how do you kind of structure your advertorial to get someone to know everything about your product, like you said, just through that page?
You shouldn't use a template. For example, I know Neuro is a big one. Like the Neuro leg massager everybody uses that template. But then the thing is, the brain picks up on that. We see a lot of ads every day, see a lot of advertorials every day. So when the moment they see that same template, they know they're going to be sold to in the end. Yeah, you shouldn't go off on template. But of course, you can take things from Primal Queen. You could take things from grunts, just simple design elements. But the thing itself should feel like unique and organic in a kind of way.
So did you do like a kind of like a story approach, like the usual story? I tried everything, then found some sort of authority figure who recommended this, change everything. Was that kind of your structure?
That's actually something you have to base on your research. Like an example I could give is like, it's not worth it to make an advertorial of a doctor telling why this and this works if your customer has been dismissed by tons of doctors with the wrong solutions, because then the brain's gonna think, oh, he's gonna just give me something that I've been given before. So you base that on research. On me, it was a personal story. Really, just I did this. Just a really personal story down through the whole advertorial, basically.
And are you doing a similar thing with your mini VSL ads? Is it also like a story walking through like the pain points? Like how do you structure those?
Yeah, basically just advertorial and just compressing it a little bit down to a video.
When you first tested this product, was it multiple angles and stories? Like what was kind of the process there that has been different with testing this product compared to the ones in the past that just weren't really working for you?
I kind of just tested one angle because all of it just sent them straight to that advertorial. In the beginning, we were just testing different problem visuals to grab their attention. So the ones that grabbed the most attention was usually the ones that had the highest ROAS. So that was the beginning. Then when I saw that I could make some videos, I did that.
Yeah, because I believe when you first started testing this product, like you said, you were mainly just doing the native image ads, showing the problem visuals. So from that, I'm assuming you had some winners, and then the next step for you is you wanted to take those maybe long ad copies and turn them into a VSL or something along those lines.
Yeah, I basically just took I wrote manually, just a lot, just from research, just maybe 2 pages, and then I used AI to compress it down on to make it like structured and make it flow well on the VSL side.
So yeah, I think we got a good structure of like how you're doing things. So, and honestly, it's very similar. If you guys haven't seen this on YouTube, I interviewed my student Camden. Very similar advertorial, mini VSLs, and yeah, he's selling a health subscription product, and that just seems to be working very, very well right now. So I'm curious on the website side of things. So you did start with that structure. Have you tweaked anything since? Have you done anything that's helped improve results, or what's kind of been your thought process on that end?
No, the website has been the complete same the whole time, basically. In the beginning, I just target specifically the Australian market. But when I launched a new campaign with the other ones, I just switched the wording a little bit. But the offer was the exact same. Running a subscription offer. This product is so dumb simple. Like it's simpler than supplements. And we're actually running on a 75% gross margin on subscriptions. Awesome. So it's the money is flowing in, you know?
Yeah,
and that's
don't need a high ROAS.
And the reason why I can charge that price is because at the end of the advertorial, you emphasize the value of the product and the scarcity of not having it right now, and the scarcity of it's going out of stock, blah blah blah. Like the advertorial makes the offer, like the copy makes the offer, like the free gifts and stuff like that. That's just putting it on steroids, basically.
I've had so many conversations with people that are in the health space that do $1 million, $2 million a month, and every single one of them is like, if you can have an ad where someone lands on your advertorial or lands on your landing page and they know everything, they go from just completely unaware to now knowing everything about your product. By the end of that page, you're gonna make a shit ton of money. Like that is just how it is if you can get people to go through it. So that structure just seems very OP. It's working very well. I'm glad it's absolutely killing it for you. So just pivoting back to then on the ads side of things, what are you kind of doing right now to try to make new winners, to try to scale? So what's kind of the game plan to make the new set of ads that gets you from 5 to 10 to 20 grand a day?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. My hit rate is actually more than 50% right now. So
that's insane. That's
I'm kind of not. Oh, the only thing is seeing what works. Actually, do learning. Sit down, watch your ad, and make a hypothesis of why the ad is doing well, and write it down. And if you test that hypothesis and it doesn't do well, erase that from your mind and try doing a different thing. That's basically how you should
Yep.
iterate on stuff.
Like if you could break it down, how many new ads would you say you're making a week, and how many of them are like variations versus like new concepts? What are you trying to aim to do?
Right now, I'm just doing. So I launched them in batches of 3. So I launch these last couple 2 batches a week, which is pretty low. But we're getting an editor on board pretty soon. Should speed up the process, because now my main focus now is going to be making a new editorial and making a listicle. The listicle is for more solution and product aware people, because it's not worth it if they already know about a product to make a whole editorial, because that's just gonna be too repetitive. So having like one more editorial similar to the original one, I'm gonna have one listicle to be more the authority angle, to build more trust for the more bottom of funnel people.
Gotcha. So when you first made your advertorial, what was kind of the awareness level you're trying to hit? Just mainly problem aware?
Yeah, problem aware.
Not launching too many new ads, but when you have a hit rate like that, just for everyone here, usually a regular hit rate for most people, if they're really, really solid, is 10%. So 50% is just unheard of. Like that's just, you understand your avatar so well and how to script, and you put your time into making things good instead of just slop and crap. With mass producing AI ads is probably one of the main ways. But I am curious, is there anything like with AI specifically you're like leaning on a lot in terms of making ads or writing copy right now? Like what's kind of your main use of it?
Yeah, I'm an AI nerd. I could just say that. I use AI. Of course, everybody should use AI. I do use AI to, like, I don't shy away from, you can use AI to write your script, but then you have to like edit it. Yeah. It's just a base. But I use AI to, for example, do grammar correction. I dropped out of high school. I can't write.
I think you're making more money than your English teacher though, so it's not really much of an issue.
AI B-roll is a big thing. I use that a lot. So like VO3, Sora 2, just leaning more on Sora 2 right now. Actually also figured out how to do AI testimonials. So like have a script and then you have a 12-second testimonial clip inside. I'm able to make like really, really realistic testimonials with Sora 2. That's the main things I'm using it for, and also image generation.
Yeah, because I know obviously those native style image ads, a lot of those I think you generated with and they come out so freaking well. It's actually crazy when you give them good inspiration and prompts. So for that, are you using Nano Banana, Higgsfield? What are you kind of doing for that?
Yeah, I'm using Higgsfield, and inside Higgsfield, the 3 best models is the Higgsfield Soul and Sea Dream, and then Nano Banana. Nano Banana is kind of overrated in my opinion, because Sea Dream is better.
At this point, what kind are you focusing on? Like, what are the problems you're trying to overcome to get to the next level? Like you said, cash flow was one of them. Like, are you starting to, hire a team? Like you said, bring on an editor? Like, what are you focusing now when you're at $5,000 a day to get to that next level?
Yeah, me and my partner, we just partnered up maybe a week ago. We're currently setting up HK banking. So when we were doing that, we got our payouts
on that Hong Kong PayPal
on hold. On hold. So, but it's got fixed today actually. So we should be good, and he's gonna bring in some more cash flow. So we're gonna be good for November. Because Norway, when it comes to tax, just don't move to Norway. Boys, don't move to Norway.
Place. Beautiful place, beautiful women, great food. How are those taxes?
Tax is not worth it, and the business people like that, it's not here. So the plan is HK banking. Nothing's in my name, so I'm gonna just keep it there. And I'm gonna move to Dubai next year. I'm gonna go there in May to set up residency, and when that's done, I'm gonna pay myself out big amount of cash.
So in terms of the team structure though, like is it mainly just you at the moment? Like what are your thoughts, and like what is the kind of current structure to get to these numbers?
Yeah, we hired VA pretty quick, but we should be hiring more, and an editor for now. one should be enough because
Yeah, 3 ads.
like I'm making editorials and you could just do like those image ads that I was talking about. But editors also good. In terms of like further down the line, we're gonna hire creative strategists and more editors. We have like a kind of structure on how to do it. He's more of the CEO guy, so he's gonna take care of like the team structure. But the usual team structure is a creative strategist and video editor working together.
I'm just curious. It basically took you about a year to figure this all out to get to this point where, I mean, you're hitting the numbers that everyone wants to get to eventually. So I'm just curious, what do you think was the thing that helped you on the knowledge side to like develop these skills pretty quickly and just like get all the information you needed? Like, what was that kind of main resource for you?
Yeah, it's like just gonna quick say the first thing was in bold, the joining the calls. When you have 5 group calls a week, you could just hop in whenever that call is and just ask as many questions you like. I think you remember I joined every single call. Just asked for website reviews, ads reviews.
Yeah.
And when you get that feedback, just remember to take action on it, because if you don't, then that's not worth it. You just wasted 1 hour of your life. So the calls was really helpful for me. And yeah, just spreading yourself wide, like take as much information you can, not too much because there's a bunch of BS right out there. But yeah,
I mean, I've always noticed, just for everyone watching, I've just one of the most common patterns among my successful students has to be the amount of participation and consistency on calls. Like Wayro genuinely was on every single call, probably for a good 3-4 months. So I mean, we're talking 5 calls that's 20 calls a month. So like 50 to 60 calls straight, getting feedback on his websites. I've probably seen at least, God knows, 200 to 400 ads of Wayro's at least, and reviewing every script, every little detail, and that it compounds. It genuinely compounds. And he was very consistent. He took his feedback well. He's always very quick to implement. And that just adds up. It technically does with the skills, with the knowledge. He was always asking the right questions. So this is not something where I was surprised to see you be successful, even though you're so young, even though you're 17. It's like, yeah, you objectively put in more work and got more feedback than most people do. So I was like, this is what the output's going to be when you put in those type of inputs. So like you said, a few months ago, you need to find a job, basically broke. Now you're doing $5,000 a day. It's like, geez, how fast this can change. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's just like, just put in the work. It's kind of hard when you have distractions, but
I'm curious
when you get into the
yeah, I'm curious how, because for most people, let's be honest, they're not going to do the amount of work you did in that short of period of time. Like for most people, I think you probably did objectively like 2 to 3 years worth of work in like a 6-month period for most people. So like, how did you every day show up, stay consistent, take the right actions? Because like everyone knows what to do, but it's very few actually do the right actions every single day. So how did you do it for yourself?
When I first started, I just deleted all social media. Just like, bro, you don't need it. And I also I was a huge gamer, so I just because I lived alone before.
Yeah.
So, but I gave my PC to my sister. Gave my VR to my sister, like everything.
Yep.
And when I was living alone in the another city, it was just me and my Mac and my bed, so I couldn't do anything else.
Just an inflatable mattress and a laptop, no furniture, just fucking grinding.
But the thing that ruined me the most was the YouTube on my PC. Like sometimes I would just side quest on YouTube. So sometimes I even do it sometimes. Like I probably did it yesterday and I don't remember. But get an app called Cold Turkey Blocker, and it should help you a lot.
Usually there's apps so you can block the suggested videos, so then you can focus on the whatever you specifically searched, so you don't go down the rabbit hole. But yeah, no, you're right. There's little things. I honestly see so much of myself in you, because like in that regard, same, very similar, where like video games was my thing forever. And then, yeah, I had to give my PS5 to my best friend because I'm just like, this is not helping me in any way get closer to my goals. Like objectively, every minute I put into it, sure, it feels good in the moment, but if I look in the real world, is this adding value? No, it's not. And sure, like eventually you can come back to it when you feel like you're in a good place and you want to have more work-life balance. But yeah, when you're first building that, it's not going to exist. Like you have to grind, you have to put in.
It's actually kind of funny because I've seen a kind of correlation of the people doing it well. They've always been good at video games. Like my partner right now, he was I was in a Fortnite tournament when he was younger. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know you was a huge gamer as well.
It's usually just that progression. Like if you can change the game to real life, then it's also can be the same kind of level of addiction where you see your revenue going up. And I saw your chart. It's going up and up and up, and I'm sure it's going to keep growing. And like you're so smart, and you put in so many reps. Like even the reps, you keep doing the right things. Like it's going to keep growing. So I'm sure a few months down the line, we'll do another interview. You'll be doing God knows how much then, 20, 30 grand days consistently, doing over $500,000 a month. Fucking 17.
Wow, that's small numbers, bro.
Yeah.
We're aiming for 4 million next month.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I'm not gonna doubt you. I know, dude. I mean, you were broke, and now you're doing $5 grand a day a few months later. So it doesn't shock me. And plus, I mean, you've already done the hard work. I mean, getting to $5 grand is usually the hard part, and then scaling is just doubling down on what's already working. So you already know what's working. So it does not shock me. Yep. But I think that'll be everything, Larry. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys watching this video learned a thing or two. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below. If you want to get access to those same group calls and the same resources and everything Wayra initially had when he first got started to get to these numbers, then you can click the first link in the description if you want to work with me. And also, if you guys want to learn directly from Wayra, he does have his own YouTube channel. Now, who knows if he posts very often. He's pretty inconsistent, but when he does post, he does have some good valuable videos, which I'm sure you guys can learn some new things. And obviously the kid's doing the work. He's already in the trenches. So I would highly recommend, if you want to learn from someone who's been through my stuff and has his own learnings and very, very advanced skills, go watch his YouTube channel next.